What's good, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'll be going through my ladder predictions in the final rounds of the 2024 Toyota AFL Premiership season. 6 games to go, and then stay tuned after this. After I predict the final series, I have a lot of footy cards I've collected from Newsagent. These the Newsagent got it for free. Got it for free, and then I paid for these too. These 2024. I got 7, and I will open them up and see what I get. Here we go. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get stuck into it. Okay. Round 20. Here we go. Carlton, Port Adelaide. I think Carlton's going to win this one because their consistency is just too strong. I'm going to say the Blues by 20 points. North Geelong. Many people... at my school, lots of people saying North's going to beat Geelong, but they're just yapping. Non-Geelong supporters are just yapping that they're going to lose to North, but we're actually not. We're going to win by 67 points. Gold Coast, Brisbane. It's going to be continue their funny season for the Suns. Win all their games at home and lose all games away from home. So I'll say Gold Coast by 21 points. St Kilda, Essendon. This could be an interesting game. I think the Bombers will be able to get this job done, as the Saints look. They're just not finals worthy. 14 points. Fremantle, West Coast. I think the Dockers went back in Fremantle for a big win after they got embarrassed by West Coast in round 8. So lots of weeks ago in early May. So I'm going back in Fremantle to get big revenge and win by 53 points. Collingwood, Richmond, I think the Pies will be able to get this job done, as Richmond, too much injuries, costing them. Sydney and the Dogs, this could be interesting. The Dogs are trying to beat the Swans at their home ground. Well, Sydney already lost at home to Freo. This is got to be interesting. I'm going to say, in the Dogs, they're fighting for a final spot, so... And they've beaten Geelong by a lot, by 47 points at GMHBA. I'm going to say the Swans by a tight one, 3 points. Adelaide, Hawthorn. I don't know. I'm going to back in the Hawks for a close one here, 6 points. Alright, round 21. Here we go. Dogs and Melbourne and Marvel is going to be a big game after... In round 1, I went to the game and the D's absolutely ran away to a 45-point win. Smashing, but the Marvel, so it's got to be a different story. I think the Dogs will be getting this job done, as they know Marvel more than Melbourne. Well, the D's play more games at the MCG rather than Marvel. And the Dogs play the home games at Mars and Marvel. So I'm going to say the Dogs by 12. West Coast, Gold Coast. I'm going to back in West Coast to get this job done and to continue Gold Coast winless away. What do you say? West Coast by a close one. Gold Coast will put up a fight, but the Eagles will hold on by 10. North Richmond is going to be a close one between these two bottom teams. Obviously, one has to win, one has to lose. I'm going to back in the Roos to get this done because I watched them play and they have been improving their consistency. But they haven't been too strong for other teams. They only beat West Coast and Gold Coast. They lost a tight one to Carlton but last night. Well, they were right in this game, but until the Blues ran away with it. So the Roos by 5. Geelong, Adelaide, don't think the Crows will win, and Geelong will not have any trouble winning this game. Beating the Crows, I'm going to say the Cats by 28. The Collingwood and Carlton, it's got to be an absolute sold-out crowd. I don't know who to tip. I'm going to say this goal. I'm going to say the Blues to get this done. I'm going to say the Blues by 8 points. Port Sydney's got to be an absolute crazy game. Well, obviously Sydney, they're just too strong. No, their consistency when I watch them play, they're just better consistency side. We'll say the Swans by 18. GWS and Hawthorn, the Giants. Well, Hawthorn are going to put up a fight, but the Giants at home, they should be able to get the job done. It's in Canberra. Yeah, I'm going to go by 26 points. Essendon and Fremantle. I'm going to back in the Bombers to get this done because it's going to be a close one, but I think Essendon will get this job done as many people will be cheering for Essendon and the crowd's nice will be able to get them over the line. So 13 points. St Kilda and Brisbane, I think the Lions will be getting this job done. Saints, like I say, they're just not worthy for finals. 21 points. Sydney Collingwood, I think the Swans were able to get this job done in the round 22 opening Friday night clash. I want to say the Swans by 33 points. Brisbane and GWS, making 9 in a row, Brisbane, because Giants will put on a fight, but I think Brisbane plays too strong for the Giants. So I'm going to say the Lions by 23 points. North Melbourne and West Coast. It's going to be a close game between these two, but I think North knows Ballarat. Sorry, not Ballarat, Hobart. So I'm going to go the North Melbourne by 6. Alright. Fremantle, Geelong. I'm going to go I can't be biased with Geelong because Fremantle, they play really well, and Geelong, they're normally shit at in Perth. We played bad footy recently. Well, because their team is well. I just need to be biased with their team and say the Dockers to get this done by 21 points. Essendon, Gold Coast, the Bombers should be able to get this job done as Gold Coast. They're gonna just lose all the games away. So I'm gonna say the Bombers by 22 points. Melbourne Port. I don't know who. I don't know who. I'm going to say, I think Melbourne's got to get this job done as Port Adelaide. Don't know how they're going, but I think Melbourne will be able to get this job done. So, Melbourne by 12. Carlton, Hawthorn. Hawks will put on a fight, but I think the Blues will be too strong. So, the Carlton by 23 points. Richmond, St Kilda. Even though these two teams are poorly, I think the Saints will be able to get this job done in a really tight one. We're going to go with 13 points. Adelaide and the Dogs. I don't know. I'm going to go to... I think I'm going to pack in the Dogs to get this done because the Crows' consistency has not been great at the moment at the Adelaide Oval. So the Dogs by 18 points. Round 23. Here we go. Essendon, Sydney. I don't know who to tip. I think the Swans will get this job done because they play footy. They just beat everyone except for when they're unlucky against the Saints and the Dockers and the Tigers. So I'm gonna say the Swans by 15. Gold Coast, Melbourne. At People First Stadium, Gold Coast should be able to keep their undefeated run at home and win all their games at home, so 19 points. GWS and Fremantle. Sydney Showground. I think the Giants will be too strong for the Dockers, even though, but I don't know. I'm going to back in Fremantle to get this done, though, because as they're playing footy, they play just too strong, so by 14 points. Grand final rematch last year, Collingwood in Brisbane. I'm going to back in the Lions to get this done because the way Collingwood play right now, they haven't been great as reigning premiers. But hold on, the Lions can't play at the MCG. So I'm just gonna take a stab and go with them to get it done by 7 points. St Kilda, Geelong. Last year, I went to these two teams meeting. We were disgraceful. Saints won by 33 points to end our season. Did a vlog on that one. It was horrible. I think Geelong will be getting this job done. Hopefully, though, if we actually play well. So I'm going to say to Geelong by 24 points. Port Adelaide and Adelaide. Many people in Adelaide saying that Port can't play showdowns. So, but it's their home ground. I'm going to say Port to get this done. I'm going to get them to win by a tight one. I'm going to say Port by 7. Dogs and North. The Dogs should be able to get smashed the Roos, so 69 points. Hawthorn Richmond, I think the Hawks will be getting this job done by 34. A runaway. West Coast and Carlton, Charlie Kerner, I think I'm going to back into Kerner to kick it back against the Wet Toast Eagles. So the Blues by 72 points. Last round, here we go. Brisbane Lions and Essendon. I'm going to say the Lions to get this done by 20 points. Carlton St Kilda at Marvel. And I think the Blues will be too strong for the Saints. I'm going to go. St Kilda will win this contest, but the Blues just too strong to get this job done by 13 points. Geelong West Coast at GMHBA. I'm going to say the Cats to get this done by over 70 points. So I'm going to say Geelong by 72 points. Absolutely pump Wet Toast to death. So I'm going to say Geelong by 72 points. Hawthorn and North. Not sure. Not sure who to tip. I think the Hawks will be getting this job done. And Richmond will be getting the spoon. I'm going to say Hawthorn by 15. Melbourne Collingwood. This is going to be an absolute sold out the MCG. But I predicted them to miss out on the finals. Predicted these two unless they cause a miracle. I'm going to back in the D's to get this job done by 3 points. Richmond Gold Coast. I think the Tigers will be able to get this job done finally. As Gold Coast, they just can't play footy away from home. I'm going to say 19 points. Richmond run away in the last quarter. Sydney Swans v Adelaide. The SAJ, the Swans will be just too good. I'm going to back them to win by 41 points. The Dogs and the Giants at Ballarat. I don't know why it says Eureka Stadium, but anyways, I think the Dogs will be getting this job done. I'm going to make it a tight one here. 7 points. Fremantle, Port Adelaide at the Optus Stadium. I believe that the Dockers will be able to get this job done because their consistency, they're just better than Port. The way that I watch these two play footy in separate teams, or maybe even together. So I'm going to say the Dockers to get this done by 11 and jump into the 4. Okay, here we go. The final series. Here we go. This is the ladder. My final predicted. I got Sydney, Carlton, Brisbane, Fremantle, Geelong, Dogs, Essendon, GWS, Hawthorn, Port, Melbourne, Gold Coast, Collingwood, the reigning premiers, sitting on 13th. St Kilda, Adelaide, West Coast, or Wet Toast, North Melbourne, and then Richmond. Alright. And Richmond to get the spoon for 2024. Okay, let's get into the finals. First qualifying final between Sydney and Fremantle. I think the Swans, the way they're playing footy, they play this year. I don't know. I predicted them to play an elimination final away, but no, they've completely proved me wrong. So I'm just going to back in the Swans to get this job done and go into a preliminary final. Alright, Geelong GWS at the MCG because unless they make a miracle and play it at GMHBA, hopefully the Cats will get this job done. But I believe the Giants, they've been really good. They are in a really good form. But I think Geelong's going to be too strong for them. So I'm just going to back in Geelong to get this job done and play a semi-final with Fremantle. The Dogs and the Bombers. Well, the Bombers started off on a really great start. But, however, I think they're starting to slip away after getting beaten heavily by Geelong. in round 16, and then losing a tight one to Adelaide at the MCG, at the Marvel Stadium, sorry. But I think the Dogs will be able to get this job done, as they are hungrier, they are fighting, and yep, the Dogs to get this job done and send the Bombers packing and not win a final. Carlton, Brisbane. Here's the real truth. No one is going to beat Carlton at the MCG because they have been playing absolutely elite and incredible footy. And no one is able to stop them. Even Geelong can't even stop the Blues as their away team. Well, we beat them at the MCG as our home game. But then we got smashed by 63 points. Okay, so I'm just going to back in the Blues to get this done and make a preliminary final. Okay, Fremantle and Geelong at Optus Stadium. I don't know who to tip. Is in Perth. Sometimes Geelong play really poorly in the West against the Dockers. I can't be biased with the Cats because there's too much injuries. And if Tom Hawkins gets injured, lots of players are just too old. If Hawkins already out for 5 weeks with a foot injury, so I'm just going to back in the Dockers to get this done, and because I just can't be biased. Fremantle's just a better team in Perth, so the Dockers to play a preliminary final against Carlton. Brisbane and the Dogs. Well, last time these two teams met at the Gabba, the Dogs just beat the Lions by just a single point. Okay. I'm going to back in the Dogs to get this done and send the Lions out of the finals in straight sets. So the Dogs. Okay, here we go. The preliminary final. Sydney Swans and the Dogs. Dogs will be on a good start, but like against Geelong, where Sydney conceded the first 6, they came back and beat us, but I think it's got to be the same story. But I'm going to back in Sydney to make the grand final. Carlton, Fremantle, once again, the Blues, they're just unstoppable in Melbourne. The way they're playing, with Charlie Curnow, Harry Mackay, and their forward line, their pressure, their tackling is deadly insane. It's absolutely insane. I can't tell how much I can bear to watch them. Okay, so the Blues. I'm going to back in the Blues. Okay, the grand final, Sydney and Carlton. But, however, Sydney, they play in the grand final. But, however, last time they played in the big dance, they got absolute killed and murdered by the Geelong Football Club by 81 points. 133 to 52. I think this year the Blues are able to take home the flag because look, Blues, no one is able to stop them in Melbourne. Even interstate teams, even Geelong, just can't stop the Blues with a deadly team. They're just a deadly team and are clear favourites to win this year's flag. Because we have a drawn Anzac Day game. And do you know what happens during a drawn Anzac Day game? Carlton has won the grand final when there's a drawn Anzac Day game. So I'm just going to back in the Blues to take home the 2024 Toyota AFL Premiership Cup. Alright, that's it for my ladder and final series predictions. Now let's open up these captain cards. Day 1. Here we go. I'm gonna grab some scissors. Let's see what I got. Oh, okay. I got an Adelaide Tex Walker card and a Trent Cotchin. That's one. That's day 1. Let's have a look at day 2. Alright, I got Josh Kennedy from the Sydney Swans. That's not bad. And the Collingwood one, which is Scott Pendlebury. Hopefully I get a Geelong one. I really hope I get a Geelong one. I think the New South Wales game at 9, so there should be one of every team. I really hope so. Day 3. Day 3. Oh, okay. I got a Dyson Heppel from the Bombers and Nat Fife from the Fremantle Dockers. It's not bad. It's not too bad. Day 4. This absolutely encouraging here. Absolutely kind of that the news agency. Hopefully it's a Geelong one. Oh, I got Mark Murphy. Got Mark Murphy from the Blues. And then the Premiership captain from 2018, Shannon Hearn, who won West Coast the flag. Well, they're basically called West Coast now. They are fucking shit. Anyway, let's waste any more time. Let's not waste any more time. Day number 5. Here we go. Got Callum Ward from the GWS Giants, or the Orange team, or what Kelly Underwood called a crap commentator. And then Easton Wood, a retired guy. So it's Easton Wood from the Western Bulldogs. Alright. Number 6. Day 6. I think I should be able to get every team. Hopefully it's a Geelong one. Oh, Dane Beams from the Brisbane Lions. And then Jared Geary from the St Kilda Football Club. It's not bad. They're pretty good players, but most of them are already retired. Alright. Day number 7. Lynch from the Gold Coast Football Club. And then Jack Zeeble from North Melbourne. This is gotta be absolutely packed. These cards. Alright. Number 8. Been getting lots of good captains here. I think I should be able to get one from each team. Oh, I got both from Port Adelaide, from the Port Adelaide Football Club, and then Jared Roughhead from the Hawthorn Football Club. And I believe the Geelong captain should be in the final pack. I really hope so. I think it should be. There it is! Jack Viney from the Melbourne Football Club and Joel Selwood, the 2022 captain, the 4-time Premiership player, first 4 times all for Geelong. Joel Selwood. He's an absolute star. He plays he's a commentator in the Channel 7 box. In the Channel 7 thing, yeah. Alright. That is all captains I've opened. Now, it's time to open up these Teamcoach cards. Earned myself 2 packs as I got 7 out of 9 correctly. Almost got restricted to 1. But luckily I got less than 3 games wrong. Finally I have a GWS card. Finally I have the Orange team. Took me until round 19 to finally get my first ever Giants card for 2024. Lockie Whitfield from the GWS Giants. Then I got George Whitlaw. Bobby Hill, the Northwest medalist in last year's grand final. I got the big Walshy boy, and Caleb Sarong. These are okay. I got a gold card from Adelaide. Tex Walker, Taylor Walker from the Crows, and then I got Darcy Parish and Owens from Essendon and St Kilda respectively. Okay, that is the first pack open. Alright, let's open the last pack for this video. Another Giants card, maybe. Oh, there is. 2 GWS cards in 2 packs. That is unbelievable. Josh Kelly. Wow. That is unbelievable. We've got Kieran Briggs from the Giants. Cody Waitman from the Dogs. And then I got a Footy odd blood. It's from a Blues guy, Charlie Curnow. And then these are the common cards I got. I got Benny Keys from Adelaide. Go Mitch Owens from St Kilda. Nat for Fremantle, and then Clayton Oliver to wrap my footy card team coach for this video. Alright, anyway guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos to come on my channel, such as my live streams, vlogs, and footy tips, and my team coach footy cards. Okay? Guys, enjoy this. Like, comment, subscribe. See you all on the live stream on Friday night. And the tips. Stay tuned for the round 20 tips. And the first live stream of this week is going to be a big one. Carlton, Port Adelaide, Battle at Marvel Stadium. Alright, cheers for everyone for watching.